So here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Yeezy 350 V1 Pirate Black. Can you tell any difference between these two? This is such a nice pair. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at two pairs of Yeezy 350 V1's Pirate Blacks. So these came out a long time ago, and this is the re-release from 2023, and I'll just be comparing them side by side to let you know what to look for if you're trying to purchase a retail pair. So the retail one's on my right here, purchased from Adidas, and the fake one here is on my left, and we'll just be showing you what to look for. So I hope this video helps you. So we'll get straight into the comparison, and we'll start with the two boxes. So if we take a look from above, you can see a difference between the two boxes. So the first thing to take a look at from above is the actual difference in color between the two cardboard boxes. So as you can see from the close-up, the fake box is a slightly darker cardboard than the retail box. And if you look at the retail box, you can see the 350 on top stands out a lot more just because of this different colored tones on the box itself. But we'll spin it around to take a closer look at the label now. So here you can see they've done actually a pretty good job at replicating the label on both of these pairs. However, the main difference to note is if you look at the sizing on the left-hand side, you can see the 6 different sizing numbers. And you look at the spacing between the numbers and the line just beneath them, you can see a big difference. On the fake pair, you can see there's a gap between the number and the line below, whereas on the retail one, this gap is much smaller and the number is pretty much lying on top of the line. So it's a minor difference, but something you need to look for if you are trying to authenticate your pair. But nobody really wants me to compare the boxes for the entire video, so we'll open them up and take a closer look at the shoes. Let's open up the fake one first. So we'll open up the fake one, pry it open. And you can see the shoes come completely exposed. The paper is lying flat on the bottom of the box. And then if we open the retail one, you can see the paper is wrapped around the shoe. The shoes don't come exposed. So here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Yeezy 350 V1 Pirate Black. Can you tell any difference between these two? This is such a nice pair. So the first difference I'm going to point out between these two pairs is the actual labels that come attached to the shoe. So on the retail one, the labels come attached to the left shoe, and you can see there's quite a lot of labels here, and they're attached with a rope string. On the fake one, they're attached to the right shoe, which is obviously wrong, should be attached to the left shoe, and there's only 2 labels. I think this is because they've based it on the US model, so just make sure you know where your pair is from. If it's from a US reseller, it's likely to have 2 labels. If it's from a UK reseller, it's likely to have this many, so many, but there you go. So from first glance, this is going to be a tough comparison because they are very, very close, but we'll take a look at the boost because that's the most obvious part. So spinning the shoes upside down and taking a closer look at the boost of both of these pairs, we can see a difference between the two. So what I would say is the boost on the fake pair is actually slightly more laminated than it is on the retail pair. It has a slight shine to it compared to the retail one, and I would say there's a slight difference in the texturization between the two pairs. However, this can only really be seen if I'm comparing them side by side. If you just had one pair in hand, the best way to tell is that slightly laminated, kind of glossy look to it. Another noticeable difference between the two pairs is if you look on the inside of the shoe, you'll see it has this kind of half oval-like shape, and it has the Yeezy print on the middle of this suede-like material. If I show you them side by side, we can see a difference in the print and also the suede-like material. So showing you side by side, you can see that the suede-like material is much shorter on the fake pair compared to the retail one, and you can see that Yeezy text in the middle stands out a lot more on that shorter suede compared to the retail one, where it pretty much blends in. It's actually quite hard to see when you're looking at the shoe from the side. Also, if you look at the stitching going around this oval shape, much bolder and longer on the fake one compared to the retail one. So if we go back to the old Yeezy days when we were doing comparisons in real versus fake, which I had used to do quite a lot, one of the telltale signs was on the retail pair, the outside lace would always go under the inside lace, and this was known as the common lace flaw on fakes. And once again, they've not corrected this. So the outside lace goes over the top of the inside lace on the fake pair, which it shouldn't. It should actually always go underneath if they are laced correctly. So on the newly released Yeezy 350 V1s, they actually fit just like a Yeezy 350 V2. So I've gone my usual 9.5 and these, so up half a size from my true to size in Adidas. And what I would say is the difference in height between the two pairs is actually quite noticeable. So if I do this and show you the retail one like this with the point bit standing up, it's actually a lot taller than the fake one. The fake one doesn't go quite as high on this one. And also the upper material doesn't feel as almost stretchy and fitting. So when you wear a 350 V1, it pretty much fits your foot perfectly. So this upper material is incredibly soft and it's just very flexible and easy to wear and very comfortable in fact. But the fake one, this material actually feels a little bit stiffer. So it kind of holds its shape a lot more. So if I point it out like that, it holds its shape and I can bend it pretty much any way. It's just a lot stiffer upper material. I know this is going to be pretty hard to show through the camera, but it is a stiffer material and actually feels a little bit rougher to touch. Also, while comparing the two pairs, I've noticed that the pull tab on the back is much looser on the fake pair compared to the retail pair. On the retail pair, it sits pretty tight to the back heel, whereas on the fake one, you can see it sticks out far more than on the retail one. So another difference that's actually quite hard to see, but you have to look carefully, is the pattern on the outside of the shoe here actually curves up sharply towards the heel. If I compare this side by side with the fake one, you can see it doesn't have that sharp upwards curve like it does on the retail pair, and it more blends towards the back, which is incorrect, and it should have a slight curve to it like on the retail one. So now we'll take a look inside the shoe and see what it comes with. So open up the fake one, comes with shoe paper on the inside. Retail one also comes with shoe paper, but there's a huge difference here. As you can see, there's a color difference, a size difference, and actually a feel difference. This is much softer on the retail one compared to the fake one, which feels a little bit more like cardboard. So now we'll take out the insole from both of these pairs, and this is normally a telltale sign between 350 V1s, so we'll take a look. So 350 V1s have been out for so long that the imperfections are so minor between the fake and retail pair that you have to look so closely. And when I say so closely, look at the Adidas symbol on this one here, and you can see a difference between the three stripes. On the retail one, you can see how cleanly printed the three stripes are on the Adidas symbol compared to the fake one, where you can see that they're slightly smudged and misaligned. And I'm telling you, these are the details you're going to have to look for if you are trying to authenticate, because they've been out for so long that fakes have tried to perfect them. And if you're paying a high price for these, not that they're going for that much anymore, you're going to want to make sure they are the real deal. And finally, we'll finish off by taking a look at the label on the inside of both of these shoes. So if you look at the label, you can see that they were both produced apparently on the 7th, 2022. So they have been sitting in storage for a while, like we know, because Kanye decided to leave Adidas and there was a whole breakup between the two, and then decided to come back together for a Yeezy day. Maybe the last Yeezy day, or maybe many more to come, but we'll see. So we'll take a closer look at the label. So what I would say is the text on the fake label is actually slightly bolder and thicker and a little bit more smudged and misaligned compared to the retail one. It just looks a little bit squint in places and a little bit off center compared to what the retail one is. And then finally, we'll finish off with the Adidas symbol on the inside of the other shoe, and we'll look at the suede-like here, and you can see clearly a clear difference here. So here you can see the suede-like material on the retail one is once again way longer, and the Adidas symbol is actually harder to see within this. Whereas the fake one, you can see it stands out a lot more, and it's very obvious that there's an Adidas symbol in the side. Also, I would say the color difference between the two pairs, maybe because the suede is slightly longer, is very clear to see between the two inner sides. But thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has helped you, because these are incredibly close. Like, they're getting almost indistinguishable. But I hope this video has helped you if you are trying to authenticate your pair and trying to purchase a retail pair, because this pair is absolutely stunning. It's probably one of my favorites. Oxford Tan's probably up there as number one. And these ones are really nice. I really do like them. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Helps me do more videos like this. Hope you have an amazing day.